With every new year, there are always people creating New Year's resolutions to match the desires of their heart. Well, this year, we intend to take this podcast in a whole new direction. Don't worry, we're not gonna go crazy, but we would like to take you down this rabbit hole with us.
Let's talk about it.
You're muted.
You can still hear me, right? I
Is
went
this
by.
one? I think you're probably too close.
I love you.
It was
Oh.
gonna count.
Hi, my loves.
Hi.
Oh, this is exciting.
We're back.
It's been a while since we actually wind this up, right?
Oh my goodness. I have to be corny, but it's been like the whole year.
It's been 55 years.
Kind of forgot what you sounded like.
Oh gosh, same. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Tell me, how did the New Year's treated you?
Oh goodness. The New Year's for me took me by surprise, if I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I'm finally getting out of the whole New Year mindset. Every time the New Year comes around, for some apparent reason within the first month, I always go through like this lazy stage where I guess like I have that vacation mindset. You know, when you're in school and then you have Christmas vacation, so you're not even in class for like almost 2 weeks or whatever, and then you have to get back into the mojo.
Right.
I'm literally kicking back into the mojo now that March hit. So I've been on mental vacation for the past 2 months. What about you?
I get it. Yeah, no, I've been the same. All I've been doing is basically working, mostly working. I've had a little hiccup in my life.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, I went to do my EKG and blood work, and it kind of like came up normal, so I was kind of freaking out there for a little bit. Last week I went to go see a cardiologist, and but everything came out fine. Everything came out great. So I was just like,
Well, that's great. I'm happy for that. They should have checked your brain in the process, but
I know, right?
One body part at a time.
But the funny thing is like when you find something wrong with you, or somebody tells you there's something wrong with you, what do you go to? What's the first thing you go to?
Into a panic mode.
Not only that, you go straight to Google and be like, awesome, what does it mean?
Yo. Remember that time I told you the story, but now I have to share it with everybody. I have this one friend, right? And I always questioned her mental state, only for the simple fact that everything is just always extra. It took me years of being her friend to realize that this is something that trickled down from the apple tree, or the family tree, you know?
Yeah.
Her older sister is like 15 years younger than her, and they were on vacation, and I'm not mistaken, I think it was in Puerto Rico or something. And the older sister and the cousin, just, sister A and cousin B, were complaining about their necks hurting and all that stuff. They go on Google, they start researching all these symptoms and stuff like that. And it's like late at night, so their mother is sleeping. And they come running into the room like, Mom, I'm gonna die. And cousin B is like, Dede, I'm gonna die. So she gets up and she's like, what happened? And they're holding their necks. And they're like, we have colon cancer. And it's so hilarious because it's like, these ladies are like 30 something years old at the time, And you go to Google for your neck pain and they come back talking about they have colon cancer. And then they had the audacity to wake up their mom. And she's like 50 something, you know what I'm saying? And they're like so serious, crying tears, like, Mom, and it's like 30 something years old. And it's like, you should know better.
But Google be making you panic, yo. Like you go there for one thing, and then it's like you come back with a heart attack that you didn't even know you had. You know?
Right? You like, I was experiencing a heart attack. But I'm fine. Next thing you know, your freaking anxiety's working up, your blood pressure's rising, like you're about to get the heart attack you researched on. No, but in all seriousness, I'm very happy. I'm very pleased, to hear that the results were positive and that you're good, because
Thank you.
if I have to fly to a different state of Berry, y'all be mad 2 times. So I gotta spend money to get there, and then I gotta say goodbye, and then spend money to come back.
All right, because I was like when they told me it came out abnormal, I was like, oh, what does that mean? What does that mean? Because it's not like you don't seriously think that there's anything wrong until they be like, oh yeah, it came out abnormal, and then it's like your other appointments are going to be pushed back, and it's just like, well, what does that mean? They don't even tell you. Just it came out abnormal. So
I think it's the anticipation.
Yeah, and then I go and I'm like, what the hell does that? And so I go into Google, and then Google's over there like, it came out abnormal. There's something wrong. You have an enlarged heart. You have this, and then you're like, what the hell? Like,
what the hell, man?
No, you're panicking, and I'm like, oh, but I feel myself fine. My heart is beating.
No, you know what gets to me too? But we can schedule you for an appointment 3 weeks from now. Like, what? Google told me I'm gonna die in like 2 days. How the hell are you gonna see me in 3 weeks?
Right. Makes no sense. But yeah, that was my first, that was the whole thing going on with me during the New Year's, which wasn't really pleasant for me. So.
Goodness, I don't want to imagine it, but I've been there,
Yeah.
But I'm definitely glad everything's positive. I'm glad everything's okay. We're back at it. We're here again, chit-chatting. I finally feel like I started the new year. We're on the 3rd month, but I finally feel like I woke up from that little slumber, and now I'm like, oh, I got these goals to meet, and it's just like, you're 3 months in. That was supposed to happen 9 weeks ago.
Right? And it's so crazy because when everything's going on in your life, you forget. I feel like time flies by so fast lately.
Well, it's definitely going by fast now. I'm not sure if you're aware, but even in the Bible, it states that as the coming of God gets that much closer, it says that our time is going to be cut shorter. So even though we're still having the same 24 hours, and it's still 60 seconds for every minute, 60 minutes for every hour, so on and so forth, it's going to feel as though we're on fast forward. So we're definitely in that time frame. I'm not going to preach and say God's coming tomorrow,
but there's still time. Still time.
I hope so, because if he comes tomorrow, I'm like, Lord,
I'll say there's still time.
But it's definitely going a lot faster. It's something that is written in the Bible. So in a way, I'm not surprised, but when you live it out to see it play out in front of you, it's like, wait, who put me on, speed 3? Put me back to speed 1.
Right.
Because I literally feel like we just entered the New Year's and we're in March.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It legit feels like, I remember you were like, oh, we got to do the podcast. And I'm like, yeah, we do got to do it. We'll do it next weekend. And then next weekend came. Then it's like, wait a minute, no, I can't do it this weekend. We're going to have to wait, And
it's here we are.
Then we kept postponing it. It's like, oh, crap, So,
yep.
Well, I'm glad we're back. We really I really miss talking and just getting into the stuff, especially since there's a lot of crap that's going on.
A lot of stuff
that's going on.
Oh goodness. Yeah, I'm excited though. We missed out the whole winter. I think the last podcast we did was "Twas the Night Before Christmas," which was literally before Christmas. And winter started December 21st. And, spring starts March 20th. So we took a literal season off.
Yeah, we did.
But we're back, guys. here we are. I hope you missed us as much as we missed, speaking with you guys and everything like that.
Y'all better.
Right? I'll go over there. I would knock on your door.
Right? I'm ready, okay?
I'll roll your shirt into my fist. Like, listen to me. No,
I don't know, sneak into your dreams like Freddy Krueger did, so.
See, now you messed it up. You couldn't knock on their door like Jehovah's Witness and offer them, or we could chase them down like we trying to talk to them about their car extended warranty, but no, you want to seep into their freaking dreams. You're trying to bully them, not scare them. Gosh. Do it again. Start over.
You're right. I can't be Freddy Krueger because then they're gonna end up dead. Like.
Right, and then who gonna listen to us?
Alright, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. All right, I take it back. I'll be at your door, like
selling Girl Scout cookies.
Yeah, selling Girl Scouts cookies.
Want to buy some cookies?
A Jason mask.
Oh my god. Whatever. I'll be there with Michael Myers. We're just staring like, you gonna buy some cookies? Huh? You want them cookies? We
can tag team this.
You got one door, I got the next.
No, but yeah, we want to come into this podcast with a positive vibe. We want to be more ourselves than we were in our original episodes. We definitely want to take this into a different direction, and I'll let Tony speak more on that.
Well, we want to take it in a new direction, but we don't want to have a different layout or anything. In that sense, it's like before we were kind of rehearsing, we were trying to script out the things that we would say to play it safe.
Yeah, keep ourselves on track.
But instead, now I feel as though we should just roll with the punches and just be authentically ourselves. And there are topics that we do want to touch base on. And we were kind of nervous because we're new into the whole podcast realm. And with this whole cancel culture, we didn't want to fall victim to it. But if we're walking around with Jason and Mike Myers masks, I'm just saying, like, you know what? Come at it, full throttle.
Right.
We're gonna
own this. We're gonna own it. We're gonna own the crap. So.
Yeah, like we're gonna state our facts. We're gonna definitely bring our opinions, and we're gonna express our feelings and things like that. So we're gonna stay authentic to who we are, but we're not gonna play it so safe. We're gonna touch on, should we tell them some of the things that we want to touch base on, or should they just listen?
Wait. Yeah, you guys should just listen into what we got planned.
That means you come back for the next episode.
Yeah, we're not gonna lay it down now so that you guys can just run and be like, oh, we heard they're gonna do that. We're not gonna go listen. No, you guys are gonna come back,
yo.
You're coming back.
But yeah, we definitely want to touch on some topics. They might be sensitive to others. It might be played out to a few, and whatever it is. But it's something that we do want to speak on. So hopefully, you join us for the ride, and we can hold each other hand by hand, and we could just kick you in your butt in front of us. One way or another, we're gonna get there. Yeah, and we do want to keep it more like this because this is how we really are, the laughing, the giggling, not so serious, sarcastic, or whatever the case might be, opposed to in the beginning, as we mentioned, it was a little scripted. I don't know if some people didn't notice it.
I'm pretty sure they noticed. There's no
I mean,
way
if they compare the first episode to this one, the first one was completely scripted.
Yeah.
Because again, we were nervous and we're like, we didn't want to fumble over our words, but it's just like, you know what? I stutter, I slur, I can't pronounce certain words, so you're just gonna have to just take it the way it is.
Take it or leave it. Take it or leave it.
Take that. But yeah, this is just it. Again, I'm definitely glad to be back. There are some goals that we want to meet. Oh, another thing we want to do, it's not guaranteed, it's definitely something that we're thinking about, but instead of it being a bi-weekly release of a new episode, we're going to make the attempt. That means don't quote us, don't hold us to it, but we're definitely going to make the attempt into releasing a new episode every week. And hopefully maybe we can have it go a little longer than just 30 minutes, depending what it is that we're talking about. If it's a deep subject, if we're just too into it, chit-chatting the hour away or whatever, we definitely would love to have some feedback. Let us know your opinions, your thought process. Like, do you prefer it the way that it was before, or would you like us to just keep it and vibing the way that we're doing right now? If there are certain topics that you would like for us to touch base on, that would be even better, because now we would know exactly what to deliver in your direction. That's more than welcome, to be honest with you. We might not get to it right away, because if it's something that we have to come with facts, you're gonna have to provide us some time. But aside from that, we're here, boo.
We're here with you guys, lovelies.
What she said.
We're in this together.
All in this together.
Yeah, let's unite. Should I do a script? Let's unite into the sunset. God, no, let me stop.
Oh my gosh. They're gonna be like, esta una retardada. They're just gonna leave. They're gonna just close it out.
Wow.
Simmer down, girl.
I tried. God. But okay.
Yo, and this is her not on coffee. I'm just gonna let you know right now. She has not had coffee. This is just her.
I'm just being my genuine self. But that's all we got for this episode.
Aw, I thought we would have had more.
You think?
I mean, we should.
Unless we want to get into something like...
I think we've only been here for like 15 minutes, so...
What did you do for Valentine's Day? There we go. We could talk about Valentine's Day since I don't,
Well, for Valentine's Day, what I did do was I stood home. Yay! And then I had an appointment. I had an appointment I had to attend to that ran a little longer. And then that was it. And then I stayed home and I had me some chocolate covered strawberries that my husband did get me. And I had some balloons and things like that. So that was kind of cute. But there was nothing extra, no pizzazz, no nothing. It was like a regular day in my household. And I think that was it. The kids went to school. I was home. I slept the day away. I really did, because I've been sleeping late. That's another thing. My schedule is straight trash. It's non-existent. So I sleep like 2 hours and then I take like a 3-hour nap later on, and then that's it. So yeah. What did you do?
Worked. I worked for Valentine's Day and I worked for my birthday, because my birthday was on the 13th, guys.
Oh yes. Happy belated birthday from all of us to you. You're old.
Yeah. Thanks. Thanks. I turned 34. I'm getting
You're old.
Yeah, I'm getting old. But yeah, that's all. I basically did an overtime. I did overtime work on my birthday, and then I got home for Valentine's Day and legit slept, because again, I did 2 shifts and I was super tired, so I really didn't do that much, like at all.
Yeah, it's the same thing here. Like for New Year's, I did enter it in my house. I entered it with my family. We actually entered it late. We did not enter it with the rest of the world, because something happened with the internet in my house. Like, we don't have cable. In my house, we do not have cable. Like, we have internet, so we survive off of like YouTube, Netflix, Hulu, all of that stuff, but no actual cable itself.
Yeah.
So we were like, how are we gonna do the countdown and everything like that? So we were like, let's go to YouTube. And when we went to YouTube, we was watching like the quote unquote live countdown. And we were on the phone with my in-laws, and they're over here like, Happy New Year's, and we're like, not yet. We're fighting them like, not yet. And they're like, in Spanish, they're like, it's already 12 o'clock midnight, and they're like, not over here. And my mother-in-law is like, you don't live in a different time zone. If it's New Year's for us, it's New Year's for you. And we were literally, I said 30 minutes, but I think we were about like 2 minutes behind. So after they're done from the phone wishing us a Happy New Year's, we're like, 10, 9, and they're just looking at us. So we entered kind of late, but we did it as a unit, okay? We entered together late as a family.
That's hilarious.
And then we whipped out what do you call it? The Welch's, the thing that it looks like wine, but it's like apple cider or whatever. And we whip that out, and the kids are thinking it's all bubbly drinks, and I can't drink that. So I'm over here with my pina colada and my plastic goblet cup, making it seem like I had wine of my own, you know? So it was interesting on how we entered, you know, but it was our own thing. Like, we didn't enter with the rest of the world. Like, that's what we were claiming earlier. We didn't enter with the world. We entered at our own time. But I think that's why I'm so behind, because I'm that type of person that I believe how you enter the New Year's is how you spend your year. So if your room's dirty, your room's always going to be dirty. And I think that falls on the superstitions, and I hope it doesn't, but
yes, it does.
I don't claim myself to be one, but that one I hold on to, and I'm trying to let it go. But it seems to be kind of right, you know, like,
I mean, yeah.
Late. Now I'm actually acting like it's a New Year's. I'm trying to hit these goals and all that stuff, but that's how it was for us over here. What about you?
I entered the New Year's in my room, watching the ball drop on the TV. That's basically all that I did. With my cats. Because my husband had to work. Yeah. My husband had to work. Like, we're really, like, we always work. Like, me and my husband don't really see each other as much as we wish to. And it's because of the hours of our jobs.
Yeah, so there's a metaphor for that. Or maybe like we're like two ships sailing at the night, where it's like you go in two different directions, so you basically skim each other, but you don't really get into one another.
Yeah, it's just like a hi babe, bye babe, like they're legit. That's basically how it is. But it works. It works.
I mean, you can't fight with someone you don't see, right?
Yeah, right.
So you're kind of winning there, you know?
Yeah, but this weekend we got plans to go out and actually enjoy the beach day, you know? So that's another thing.
That is so dumbfounding for me. Like, we just had a snowstorm. Okay, we just had a snowstorm. I'm going outside to drop my son off at school, and you know, I look homeless, but he loves me anyways.
Look homeless.
Know? Yeah, because I go outside with my Five Below slippers that they look like the Yeezys, but they're from Five Below. I put on my cartoon socks. I tuck in my pajamas inside my socks so they don't drop below my slippers. I have a coat that's like mid-calf, and then I got like a sweater inside of it that has the hoodie, and then I come out with whatever my hair looks like.
Oh my god.
I look like a 5-year-old coming out of the first day of kindergarten with the hair rising in the front with a messed up bun laying sideways, you know? But we just had a snowstorm. I literally had to walk in the street with him because the whole sidewalks are just filled with snow.
That's crazy.
And then this morning it was raining, so it was like slush. So I'm like, oh my gosh, because I refuse to put sneakers on. And you're talking about going to the beach.
Yeah. But remember, we had a tornado.
Tornado. Like, you're going to the beach this weekend.
Hurricane. We had a hurricane, and it sucked up our ocean. So we haven't been there since, you know, the hurricane sucked up our ocean.
This is last year, okay?
So we're gonna have to go and see if the ocean's back.
She said if the ocean, they were like, here, take it back. We don't want it no more.
We gotta go see if the ocean's back, you know? And then if it is, we can go ahead and do that, or no, we're gonna go to the springs. It all depends if the ocean is back, so.
I mean, I hope they return back your water, but it's just still dumbfounded. Like, we just finished shoveling snow out the freaking driveway, and you're like, I need to get a bathing suit in case there's water at the beach. Like, you would think we were like in polar opposite directions, you know, and I'm just a few states away. Like, it's not even, we're not that far.
Yeah.
I think you're probably about 3-day drive.
But I think we get your cold from, because we were legit, like, last month was like a cold, hot the whole time, you know? So it just now started to get hot. Like, I legit was at work, and then all of a sudden I was like freaking sweating by staying outside just for like a minute or two. And it's like, what the hell, you know?
What the hell, man? What the hell?
It was like, bring back the cold. But then when you're cold, you don't want to be outside.
I don't know. I enjoy it. I don't like the heat. Like, one, I'm allergic to the heat. I don't know what the name is for it. I've never been medically diagnosed, but I know for a fact like I'm allergic to the heat. Every time the summertime comes, I get these bumps on my arms and things like that, and it looks like they're pimples, but they're not. But they last longer than hives,
Okay.
So when I'm not outside and I'm in the house, I'm good. When I go outside, it's when they come out, and they last for about maybe 2 weeks. So I know I'm just something going on. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I prefer not to be in the heat. I prefer it.
Okay. So you would definitely not be okay being in Florida.
No, not at all. And then I heard Florida's sticky, and sticky weather makes me grouchy.
Yeah. The mosquitoes suck.
Oh my gosh. Don't even get me started with the freaking insects that comes with the freaking heat. Don't even get me started. The ants want to come out and play. Bees want to come out and play. Freaking, what are the things that look like bees? Hornets?
But spring's about to hit. Guess what comes with spring?
Allergies.
Guess what comes with spring?
Allergies come with spring. That's what freaking comes with spring, all right? Sneezing and headaches and swollen eyeballs and sinus pressure, okay? And coughs that freaking have a backdrop in the throat. That's what comes with freaking spring, all right? I prefer my home.
I prefer my home too, okay? I prefer my home too.
I cannot.
Oh, I'd rather live I'd rather live isolated.
I mean, I know honesty. I understand. I understand, the isolation's great. I understand that COVID did a lot of damage to people, but I freaking thrived during the COVID season. Oh, the pandemic.
I think introverts really did. I think introverts did. I wasn't a person to go outside. I wasn't one to be all out there partying and going places and all that other stuff. I wasn't that type of person. So
I appreciate it. Yeah, with everything that went on, I appreciate now when I am outside. Well, I'm just like, oh my God, like that air and stuff like that. But it wasn't like I need to move to the forest and live there for now because of everything that happened during COVID. It was just like, no. I just go outside. Thank you, Lord, for this breeze. Ooh, thank you for the fresh air. Like before, I was like, thank you, God.
No lie.
But now it's more.
Yeah, no lie. When COVID hit, I was like, I just can't wait. I'm gonna just watch to see if people turn into zombies next. I'm just gonna wait to see if people turn into zombies next.
Zombies. I mean, I won't be surprised. I think that has to be a whole other episode that we discuss this, because I don't think we're gonna have mindless zombies the way it shows in the movies, but the way this world is going and the way they want to bring a whole bunch of crap back to life, it's just just give me the freaking brain eating zombie. Get this over and done with already. Because
did you hear about the article where they well, we're gonna talk about it in a different thing, but the article where I forgot where I read it. I'm gonna have to do some digging and more research on it, but I did heard about how they cloned a dinosaur.
Well,
I'm not 100% sure if that's true.
I don't know about that, but I know that they're bringing back a mammoth. They want to bring back at least 9 mammoths. Why the hell you want to bring a prehistorical animal into this world? And then you're going to give us electric cars? What if it freaking runs out and you can't outrun the damn mammoth? They didn't think this through.
Yeah, my thing is, they did not watch Jurassic Park.
They haven't watched anything, apparently. Oh, they're freaking calling a bluff. Because they also they found a freaking virus that was frozen somewhere. I think it was in Russia. Don't quote me. But I think it was in Russia or Alaska. I know it's somewhere that snows a hell lot. And they found this virus frozen, and they had the audacity to thaw it out so that they could study it. Excuse me?
It's crazy.
The Lord froze it for a reason.
We have so much crap to talk about and catch up on, especially since we were on a long ass break. So we have a lot coming to you guys.
What kind of break were we on?
On a break.
Oh, just a break.
We were on a break, so let's not give too much away, okay? We'll hold that article.
Girl, you know that
in the
I
little
get
bin.
into it. You know I get into it. So you can't just start me up and then just be like, okay, we're done, guys. Bye. Like, we can't do that. Um, oh
Well,
my
we're gonna
goodness.
have to, okay? We're gonna have to, all right? Next episode, you guys will hear about the mammoths, I guess.
I mean, somebody got to remind us because I got ADHD and it explains so much about. Oh, that's another thing while I was gone, guys. I found out I have ADHD. And it's so amazing to me. Like, there's people who don't want to tell nobody, and I'm just amazed with myself. I'm like, you know what? This explains my whole life. Every time I talk to my therapist, she was like, oh, X, Y, and Z, that's part of, ADHD. Oh, you know why that? Did you know that that's a symptom? Oh, did you? And I'm like, what? Like, this explains my whole life. Like, now it makes sense. So,
Right.
one of the 8 things of ADHD is memory being trash, okay? It's garbage. So, somebody's going to have to remind me about this mammoth talk. If not, it's going to go extinct with the animal. You know what I'm saying? So...
I got you.
And who gonna remind
I
you?
will definitely tell you.
Who gonna remind you? If you gonna remind me, who gonna remind you? Because your memory's trash too, okay? So
No, it's true.
I'm gonna have to
It's
write
true,
this down
man. I got so
somewhere.
much shit to think about.
You better stop
Oh
it. You
my
got
God.
so much what to think about?
It was so much crap.
Oh.
So much crap. I'm doing better, guys. I'm doing better, all right? I'm trying not to swear as much as I used to, okay?
Keep it PG, guys. Oh my God.
Doing better.
I just gotta call her
But
out
no,
every
we
time
gotta
she
wrap
does
it
it.
We're gonna have to wrap this up because then we're gonna keep on talking about it, and then we're not gonna have any more episodes.
Right? We're gonna have like a 10-hour episode. Just going and going and going on. But I appreciate everybody who is tuning into this episode. Thank you guys for coming back. Or even if you're new, let us know. If this is the first time you're running into us and things like that. New or old, we appreciate you guys. And I'm looking forward to talking your ear off with Aya right beside me and, driving you guys insane with the chitty chat, chit chat that we got going on.
I love the name. We'll never get over it.
It's like a tongue twister. I say it 5 times fast. Chitty chat, chit chat, chitty chat, chit chat, chitty chat, like. But anyways, I don't think we have any questions. Do we
appreciate
have
you guys.
questions for them today? No, right? Because
Not
we really
on this
didn't say
episode.
nothing.
Yeah, not on this episode. Or no, we could have a question. What did you guys do for the New Year's? How did your Valentine's go? And
Did you miss
Was
us?
yeah, of course. Did you miss us? That's another
And then if the
question.
answer is
So
no,
there you go.
lie to us. Obsessive.
Don't lie to her because I want to know. I want to.
Yeah, just
Let me be in my feelings for once. in my life.
I'm sensitive.
Let me be in my feelings for once in my lifetime. All right. So if you missed us, tell us. If you didn't, still tell us.
Right? But say yes. Okay, well,
Other than
thank
that,
you.
We'll see you on the next episode, guys.
Yes. Thank you for tuning
Thank you for
in
always
to
being
Chitty
there.
Chat, Chit Chat.
Lots of love. Bye.
Bye.